Once you have Eastern blood in you, I'm your mother. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So what happened to those of us with voter regime blood in us?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm a mother for all.
My last question. Mr. Chairman, my last question to the nominee is to the effect that MMDAs are going to be directly answerable to you as the regional minister. And so the capacity of these MMDAs is very crucial in administering their services to the people of Eastern Region. What are you going to do to boost the capacity of the MMDAs, especially through internally generated fund, to be able to have effective service delivery to the people of Eastern Region?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It is right, as you indicated, that I'm going to be working directly with the MMDAs. And one of the problems of municipal assemblies are lack of funds. One of the things I'll be doing is to have training programs for MMDAs to be able to mobilize funds. We'll be having training programs, capacity buildings. I'm going to engage most of the MMDCs to know where the loopholes are in their municipalities. We shall be doing feasibility studies on every municipality to really get their problems, and with engagements, collaborations, we are going to go forward in the Eastern region. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I will give the floor to Honorable Kennedy Nyako.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, Madam Nominee, congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, I have just some few questions for you. My name is Kennedy Akosua Adjei Awatey, MP for Achimsodro, so I'm within your region. Eastern region, most of the paramountcies in the region have chieftaincy dispute. I want to narrow it to where I am the MP there. That is Achimsodro, which falls under the Bosome traditional area. There have been several chieftaincy disputes for almost 13 years. If you go to other paramountcies, you can see the same problem within the region. I want to find out from you, as a minister designate, if God willing you are approved by the House, what are your plans, or how do you intend in solving this chieftaincy dispute that we have been grappling with it in the region?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Of course, I know there are pockets of conflict in my religion. I know Eastern region has a lot of paramountcies. I know we have about 11 paramountcies in the Eastern region, and there are a few areas that have pockets of conflict. First, I will engage my chiefs. I will engage my chiefs to really know what the issues are. We shall be doing a lot of consultation with community leaders, and there are going to be times we are going to have capacity building for them to really know the effect of conflict, and have conflict is not going to help. So at the end of it all, I will have training program that will bring people on, that will talk about conflict resolution. And I believe with them, if I engage them, I involve them to know the problems and its effects, we are going to have a very beautiful Eastern region. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any further question?
So, deducting from your response, are you giving the good people of Eastern Region the assurances that when you are giving the nod, you'll be the first person to resolve chieftaincy issues within the region? Is that what you are saying?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I will. God be my help.
So I'll move to my second substantive question. And this time around, it is about illegal mining. There are a lot of illegal mining activities within the region. Most of them, you see, because of this menace, have destroyed water bodies. Major among them is the River Brim River. I want to find out from you, what are your immediate steps in tackling this problem, which is currently destroying many water bodies and rich lands within the region? What are your immediate plans?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Eastern Region, of course, is blessed. We have so many resources, including gold, diamond, and all the natural minerals. And I believe God has given us such a beautiful place to enjoy, but we must enjoy with rules. Ghana as a whole has rules for mining, and we are going to apply the rules. We are going to do small-scale mining, and we are going to do legalized mining. I believe that if we apply the rules and we go with what we abide with the rules in mining, we are going to have a beautiful Eastern Region. Of a truth, illegal mining has destroyed not only our waters, so we are going to mine, all right, but we are going to do legal and proper mining. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further question?
Mr. Chairman, thank you. I want to find out from the nominee, when you mentioned that you are going to ensure that we do proper mining in the region, what exactly do you mean by you are going to ensure we do proper mining in the region?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Eastern Region, as I indicated earlier on, has a lot of stakeholders. We have the chiefs, we have the security, we have a lot of people. We have a lot of people who matters in Eastern Region. I will be doing a lot of engagements. I will be collaborating with the chiefs and stakeholders in the region. And my party, the NDC, has in its manifesto the proper way of mining. And because I'm a representative of the government, I'm going to really go by what my party manifesto says for mining. Thank you.
Great, thank you. This is House of Record, so we'll put everything that you have said on record, and later on we'll come to you. The last question that I have for you.
Honorable Kennedy Nyako, I just want to remind you that she is your regional minister to be.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm taking notice of it. Yes, Madam Nominee, this is my last question for you. All these questions that I'm asking are major challenges within the region. I'm sure you are aware of some. Maybe some you are not aware. The last one is about sand winning. It's one of the major challenges within the region. Farmland have been destroyed. Several fertile land that could have been turned or used for either farming for other purposes have been destroyed because of this sand winning. I want to find out from you, what are your immediate steps to tackle this problem when you are giving the nod?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think sand winning and mining have similar effects on our land and the people. I've earlier indicated that my party, NDC, has in its manifesto the measures we are going to apply. I will really engage, come together, collaborate with my chiefs my elders, my leaders, and all the stakeholders that matter. The security. Now, let me come here and let us know that sun winning and all other things are not just a security issue. They are social issues because they have social implications on our health. We are going to apply the rules. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Madam Nominee. I wish you well. But don't forget, we are going to work with 8 against 24 MPs. We are 24. So if you want to be successful in your administration, don't neglect the 24 and work with the 8. That you will have a big challenge or a big problem. I wish you well.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I will recognize Rita Akosua Adjei.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I don't have a question for my sister. I wish to congratulate you on your nomination by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I was with her at NALAG as well as the African Women's Forum when you look at her CV. And so I know she can deliver to the best of her ability, and I know she's going to bring honor to women so that in future, women looking up to her will also come on board. Congratulations, my sister.
Thank you, Honorable Na Odole. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll now give the floor to Alasan Umar.
Thank you, Chairman. Madam Nominee, I wish you well and I congratulate you. You will do well. And I believe using the NDC manifesto as the blueprint, inshallah, you are going to be the best performing regional minister the region has ever had. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I move to Alexander Ayawasi Akwa.
Chairman, my name is Akwesi Akwa. Alexander
Akwesi Akwa. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Honorable Nominee, SK, congratulations.
Thank you.
I represent the good people of Achem Oda, and so you are soon to be my regional minister. And it's the reason we have a lot of interest in this vetting. My first question has to do with market fires. Very recently, most of our markets have experienced serious fire outbreaks that have actually consumed the capital of most of our traders. And you look at the setting of these markets, you would agree with me that the MMDAs are those that manage some of these markets. Because of that, enough security measures are not put in place to forestall some of this occurrence. As you move into office as a regional minister for Eastern Region, would you want to consider the management of most of these markets so that it will be properly managed by proper property developers to ensure that we have enough security to forestall some of this occurrence?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think exactly that is what I'll be doing. Thank you.
Most welcome. Any further question?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I have another question. The local government minister who just got approved by Parliament promised this committee that he would not allow any MCE or DCE to have issues with members of Parliament. Like you've been told, we have 24 members of Parliament belonging to NPP in your region. Obviously, your MMDCs are going to be appointed from your party. Would you want to assure this committee that when you are in office, the MPs from your region will have direct access to you so we don't get frustrated by your MMDCs?
Honourable Member, that question has been asked and answer provided that she will be a mother for all in the region. And I even asked, then what of those with voter regime blood? So the question has been asked and answered.
Chairman, I was looking specifically at members of parliament's relationship with MMDCs who are going to come from her political party. It's a bit different from being a
so the relationship between members of parliament and MMDCs in your region. So you can answer that.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The relationship and conflict that exists is between some member of parliament and MCs is a worrying one, because the region needs the collaboration between MCs and member of parliament to have a peaceful working relationship. As the leader, when you give me the opportunity to become, or when you approve me to become the Eastern Regional Minister, I will be engaging both the MMDCs and the Member of Parliament occasionally. I will be having quarterly meetings with them. We are going to collaborate a lot. We will be having capacity building meetings that will create the very peaceful relationship between them. You know, most of the time, the MMDCs have to sign the common fund for the MPs. If there's no good relationship between them, it makes work very difficult for them. I'm going to be engaging them to bring them together occasionally. Quarterly, we'll be having meetings. Thank you.
Wait. By saying the common fund, do you mean the 4.5% that they refer to as MP's share?
Mr. Chairman, please, can you come again?
I'm saying that referring to the common fund in relation to the MPs, are you referring to the 4.5% that is referred to as MP's share of the common fund?
Yes, please. Yes,
thank you.
Please.
Thank you very much.
Chairman, thank you very much. You see, the question is bringing out the best of the nominee. My last question, Mr. Chairman. I want to know from the nominee, I see you are so related to the Yellow Krobo area. I want to know whether your area has an Agenda 111 project ongoing.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. Can you please come again?
I was asking whether your district, Yellow Krobo, has an Agenda 111 project. That's Agenda 111 hospital.
Mr. Chairman, no, please.
Yellow Krobo doesn't have one.
No, please.
How many hospitals or health facilities do you have within that enclave?
Mr. Chairman, please, are you talking about Yellow Krobo?
Yes.
I think Yellow Krobo has one municipal hospital. We have one polyclinic, and we have several cheap compounds in Yellow Krobo.
Thank you very much. Honorable Member, I think you have exhausted your questions. So let me give the floor to Honorable Shaibu Mahama.
Chairman, thank you so much for the opportunity. Honorable nominee, congratulations.
Thank you.
I looked at the list of regional ministers and I found that we have about 3 or 4 women. Did you check how many women were in the list of the regional ministers?
Yes, please. I know of Honorable Helen Intosu. I know of Honorable Amma Mavis Amma Frimpong, and
that's all right. What I'm dragging at is many young girls look up to those of you the president has given an opportunity, the women. And so they look up to you with a high standard. So your performance will tell how the young ladies will also want to join politics. So that's a big task for you, the women who are part of
these ministerial nominations. My substantive question has to do with, we have women groups who market women in your region, and this is one group that you need to pay attention to. The NDC manifesto has mentioned clearly the establishment of a women development bank. Tell us how you intend to work this promise with the women of Eastern region so that they benefit from the program.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Women empowerment form a crucial part of any community because women form majority of even our national population. Women are seen as the pillars of the basic unit as a family. Most women are found doing works that are around the homes. Our manifesto has spoken about a Women Development Bank, and as a woman, I think one of the things I will be so passionate about is to negotiate with the gender ministry, to negotiate with the Ministry of Finance, to make it done so that the women in my region can be empowered. You know, when women are empowered, the family is empowered. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's now the turn of Honorable Kofi Mafo. A question, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Madam Rita, you are welcome to Parliament.
Thank you.
Sorry. It is difficult coming from the party leadership and becoming a regional minister. Sometimes it's a bit difficult for you to shed off your party attire, but you have to do well to do that because you are going to be a mother for the whole region. My question is ecotourism in the region, which is going to be one of our economic benefits that both the country and then the region will get. So I want to ask you, even where you're coming from, the Boti, I understand Boti is also in your constituency.
Can you proceed to ask a question?
Yes, I'm going ahead. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My question is, what are you going to do to improve on the ecotourism in Eastern region?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Eastern region has numerous tourism potentials, running down from the Kweu area and coming down to the Bri, where we have a very beautiful hotel, running down to Esojamai, where we have very, very beautiful resorts. And by the date of where my region is, we have a lot of festivals. We have the Ohum Festival that bring people into the region. We have the Ojura that brings people close to us, which is celebrated by the Krapin people. We have the Yilo Krobo celebrating Koyum Siklim. We have the Lower Manya Krobo celebrating in Mayim. All these potentials bring people around. One of the things I will be doing as a regional minister is to invite or look out for investors to invest into all the tourists that we have. We have the Boti Falls, we have the paragliding in Kweu, we have the walkway in Bunsu. These are all things that bring people around into my region. And with the help of my stakeholders, we are going to do more visibility studies on other potential that have never been gotten now, so that we look for investors to invest into such areas so that we can move forward from where we are now. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, follow up. Follow up. Yeah, follow up. Yes, a follow up. Yeah. Madam Rita, I want to ask you, what kind of collaboration are you going to have with the various MMDCs in order to get this ecotourism, the economic impact of this ecotourism be felt in their various districts?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Like I did indicated, there are some of the tourist sites that have even not been discovered yet. I will be collaborating with them to first do feasibility studies to know which ones have never been discovered yet, and to know what we need to add up to the existing tourist sites that we have. We need investors, we need funding, we need to do a lot to open up the region. And these are some of the things I'm going to do with the MMDCs, so that Eastern region can still be open up to, can be a home that many people can come to. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, so I will recognize Roxanne Nelson, Honorable Roxanne Nelson, Kwame Adjei Awatey.
Chairman, thank you very much. Rita, you are welcome.
Thank you.
And let me seize the opportunity to congratulate you for catching the eye of the president and getting this nomination. You'll be heading and administering a very important region in this country, the Eastern region. It's a multi-tribal, multicultural, multifaceted region. And I believe that you will deliver. I know places like Afram Plains North that gets cut away because of Dafram River, which is Dafram Lake, part of the Volta Lake. There were efforts to get a bridge over Dafram to ease transportation, because the ferry as it is now is not in good shape. So as the regional minister, I will urge you to, in the interim, ensure that you get a new ferry so our people can oscillate between Echi and Nketepa to ease the movement. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best.
Mr. Chairman, thank you, sir.
Thank you. I will now give the floor to Jerry Shai.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I see on the nominee's CV. Congratulations, madam.
Thank you, sir.
I see on your CV current PhD student in migration studies, University of Ghana, Legon, Accra. Expected graduation date. What do you mean by that, please? Which is 2028.
Mr. Chairman, the PhD program is a 4-year program. And I stated that date, knowing very well that by 2028 it will be 4 years. And I have to work very hard so that I complete all my thesis and everything, and complete within that period. Thank you.
As regional minister, you are expected to spend your working hours in your office and to provide the needed services for the good people of the Eastern region. Are you, against the backdrop that you are supposed to pay attention to security and the welfare of the people of Eastern region? Are you saying that you know that you are going to finish your PhD PhD in 2028?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If you really look at my CV very well, I'm a woman that have combined so many things. If you really look at it, I have combined my job with almost all my schooling. At a point, I was in Yulok Robert Senior High School and was doing my MPhil. I was able to finish up with my thesis and completed within the actual time. I know I will have to do much to be able to do it, but I will. God be my help.
Thank you very much. Are you done with your questions?
No, Chair. Chair, I have a few. Cocoa farming plays a major role in the livelihoods of the several farmers in the Eastern region. How would you assess the current state of cocoa production in the region, and what are the major challenges faced by the farmers in the region?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Almost all the cocoa growing areas are areas that we have our mineral resources. And per what is happening now, almost all the cocoa lands are being destroyed by illegal mining. We are going to apply the rules. All that we are saying now is that all lands that have been touched, or all farming areas, or all forest areas that are reserved forest areas should not be touched anymore. We are going to do deforestation to plant more trees so that we can regain our forests, so that our farmers can have their land, continue planting our cocoa to make Eastern region great and make Ghana great. Thank you.
Madam Minister nominee, there are reported cases of violent crimes in your region, in some part of the region. Some areas including Obosomase, Tutu. And some of these crimes include robbery, murder, and some physical assaults. What specific actions would you take as chairman of REXLEC to ensure that these violent crimes or heinous crimes are nipped in the bud?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As you did indicated, being the chairman of REXLEC, I'm going to engage all the security personnel in my region. We have a lot of security personnel. We are going to look at the status of our police stations. We are going to look at the status of the number of security people that we have in the region. I'm going to do that not alone, but with the engagement of my stakeholders, being the MPs that are within my region, my chiefs, and the MMDAs. With this engagement, we are going to do a lot of education. We'll be doing a lot of security education to our people. And through this collaboration, we are going to solve most of the security problems in the region. Thank you.
Madam Nominee, a lot of us now prefer to run up to the mountains to acquire parcels of land. There are a lot of problems with land acquisition in the Eastern region. So you'll see that most of them are deeply rooted in traditional land ownership systems. How do you intend to deal with this or manage the intersection between the customary land law and the formal legal land system to avoid conflicts?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Traditionally, we know that the lands belong to the traditional council. I don't really have control over the land as a regional minister. I cannot do anything without the support and collaboration with traditional leaders. I am going to engage much with the traditional leaders, and we are going to also collaborate with the sector minister for land and natural resources to really see what the problems are so that we solve the land acquisition problems in the Eastern region. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I just want to find out, do you own a property in the Eastern region?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yes, I own the property. I own a school in Yilo Krobo, specifically Somenya.
Please, you ask your question. She said she owns a school.
Social intervention. Helping
Yes.
government to educate their young ones. Can I go?
Yes.
How long have you owned the school, and have you paid the requisite taxes towards the ownership of the school and the usage of same?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Larry's Royal School began in 2009, and Mr. Chairman, I've paid all my taxes. Thank you.
You have an idea of the population of the school?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Currently, the school is 674. We have 674 pupils, starting from crèche to JHS. Thank you.
And how many of the people have you given scholarships to?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It will interest you to know that about a quarter of the children in the school are on scholarships. I have a plan that if you are a parent and you bring about 3 children, the 3rd child will be on scholarship. And if you are in the school and you lost your parents, you then get scholarship from the school. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Jerry, that is really social intervention that you are doing. Are you done?
Mr. Chairman, no. Mr. Chairman, if kindly you may let the support team understand that we are just conducting parliamentary business, and therefore words like "R" cannot be used here, respectfully.
Don't worry, you can wait. If you become chairman of this committee, probably you will do that.
Mr. Chairman, that's why I asked of leave for you to do that on my behalf.
So please, are you done with your questions?
No, Mr. Chairman, I have a question.
Please do.
Madam, there are issues of corruption and unethical practices in land registration or allocation processes, especially in the Eastern region, where on some occasions you would realize that people would have lands that are in Ayi Mensa, registered in Greater Accra, and sometimes in the Eastern region. You would also have people registering lands in Berikusu, and also Berikusu, also seen as land. And I can see the Ebri MP has cited about the question. Or giving us a lot of issues. I know you are now coming in, but I expect that you have the capacity to deal with it. So I would love to have a feedback from you, how you intend to deal with that.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I did rightly indicate that issues concerning land, I will incorporate the Secretary Minister for Lands, but as the leader of the region, I will be doing a lot of capacity building for my people. You know, in the municipal assemblies, we have transactions like contracts, like procurement, like so many other things. And to curb corruption in the municipal assembly, I will be having training programs to build the capacity of my workers, my staff, so that there will be transparency and accountability. Again, I know the works department deals with these kind of documentations of land. Occasionally, there will be forums for checking on them, what really is happening in the works department, so that that kind of corruption that you are talking about on land documentation will be reduced.
Madam Nominee, as the proprietress of a school, you are aware that there are issues of child abuse. There are also physical and sexual assault of some of our children. And it's not just about your school, but and I'm not saying it's happening in your school, but these are issues that you can find in your region and some other regions. As a mother and a proprietress, how would you want to take steps? What steps would you want to take to ensure that our girls are not abused sexually, physically, they are not molested? And also as the chairperson of the Regional Security Council.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. With the issue of assault and molestation on our school children, I think the GES has adequate regulation on such, and such individuals or teachers that are found will be punished. And I believe before even the punishment come, we really have to spell out the rules. Every school needs to spell out the rules for these people. And I think I will not take it lightly when such an issue happens in any school and it is covered. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
This should be my last question. I'm also well aware that you are confronted with some problems in your region, one of which is transportation. So I'm still interested in post-harvest losses. What about the roads? What about the bridges? And what are your plans to ensure that you have most of these things very functional?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Eastern region has a very big stretch from Afram Plains north, south, coming down to the Kwao Mountains, to Suhum, to Insawam, and down to my area, my backyard, the Kobo area, and the Sojaman. And we have a lot of horticultural crops. I think the major problem in transportation in my region is our roads. Our road network is not very, very good. When you get to the Afram Plains, between Mami Krobo and all those areas, most of the roads are completely destroyed. I will be engaging the road minister, the road sector minister, to really upgrade the roads so that these horticultural crops that we have can be cut into the marketplaces for people to really enjoy. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, just a follow-up. On Afram Plains in particular, what are the connectivity issues? Connectivity with reference to communication and transport. Do we have the networks working properly there? If you go to a place like Uabomaima constituency, although it's in Accra, just because it's somewhat a highland, you have connectivity problems. Besides that, do you also have connectivity problems with reference to transportation?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I did really indicate that we have transportation problems. And apart from that, we also have network problems. So I will, when I talk about communication, maybe movement does not only involve transport alone, but the communication problem. So I will also be doing something on rural telephony. Thank you.
You said probably that's the last question, so I'll give the floor to Honorable.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, I'm done. I just want to wish the nominee well. I'll be monitoring on your final execution of your PhD, and remember this is the House of Record. Thank you and have a great one.
Thank you, sir.
I urge you to please monitor the school. I'll give the floor to Honorable Rickett.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Nominee.
Sir.
Congratulations. I'm actually very pleased to see yet another woman being given a ministerial position. And from what you have said so far, I can actually tell that you do well. Welcome to the club of regional ministers, former and current, of which I was one, Central Region. So I know you do well, but I think it's something you need to clarify. I know that this PhD thing, I just need you to clarify something which I think will help, because a lot of people are listening, and there are so many people going to school and working. It's not a string thing. You're doing a PhD at the University of Ghana, Legon. Now, this day and age, you can sit in Ghana and do a PhD in the United States or in the UK. It's not impossible because of the help of technology. Either you do an online.
You don't say it is possible. It is not impossible.
It is not impossible. The last time it is possible was used, there was a problem. So it's actually not impossible, for you to do that. But then you did say here that you're a student. I mean, PhD is predominantly a research work, thesis and all that. So you can sit anywhere in the world and actually do it. But then there's lectures element of it. And you did say that you have done 1 year, which I believe was a classroom work, lecture work. If you can answer that, and I'll just follow it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm still doing my 1 year course work, and basically it is a hybrid program, in person. Occasionally we do in-person lectures. Most of our lectures are online, so I can combine. Thank you.
Exactly what I wanted to hear, to clarify your PhD, that you can actually do the job that you are about to do and still continue to do your PhD and finish in 2028 and get your PhD. So I don't have any further question than to just congratulate you once again. May God help you do the regional minister work. I know how it's like, and I know that you will do fine. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.